guitarist breaks neck in fishing accident. It looks like a good spot though. But he's the expert. I'll try and get out whenever I can. It might mean an hour before a show somewhere, or maybe we have a day off somewhere, or I usually take my own stuff with me, you know. I even used to keep worms on the bus, but the rest of the band used to complain, so I had to stop doing that. What kind of fish?
Today night.
Oh, I like that one. That one sounds good to me. The best fishing I've had, actually some of the best fishing is in the States. Oh, here you go. All right. When I'm fishing, I tend to think just about fishing. Someone said it's kind of like meditation, you know. I think that's why it's so relaxing, because you get so absorbed in it. You kind of forget about everything else. I think that's the great thing about it. So no, I don't think about music when I'm fishing. I think when I was about 15 years old, I heard Deep Purple for the first time, and an English band called Free. So that was probably my, what, you know, turned me on to playing music, was those bands really. I kind of gave up fishing when I got into music when I was about 15. I probably didn't go for about 10 years. I didn't fish, I was just obsessed with music, you know. As I got into music as more of a career, I got into fishing more. Just kind of balance out the craziness of the road and that kind of lifestyle. Oh, he's got a bite. The first instrument I had was, it was what you call a Woolworths guitar. It was called a Top 20. It was a kind of a sickly red colour. The action was about this high. And I actually bought it off of Dave Murray. It cost me £5. And that was my pride and joy for about 5 years. I learned to play on that. We actually grew up a few streets away from each other in Clapton in London, and we kind of gravitated towards each other because we were the only guys in the area who had long hair and wore jeans. I'd heard that he played guitar, and he'd actually been playing a couple of years. And when I heard him play, I thought, that's amazing, because Dave, he was pretty competent even after a couple of years, and so he actually taught me my first couple of chords, and I think I kind of talked my way into his band by saying that I'll be the singer. I'd never sung at that point, but I thought it'd be a good way of getting in with Dave and his buddies to be in the band, because I actually possessed a microphone. If you see me disappearing over the rock, you know I've got one. But what people don't realise is fishing's kind of, it's relaxing, but at the same time it's an incredible adrenaline rush as well. At the end of a day's fishing, I'm like exhausted. You know, I find it exciting. A lot of people don't understand it, of course. The rest of the band think I'm totally crazy. I quite like to hang around after a show and have a couple of drinks, and I'm much more relaxed than I am before a show. I like to unwind, but if you play on these big outdoor shows, if you don't leave straight after the show, you can't get out of there for 2 hours. So what you end up doing is what you call a runner. You get in the bus right after the show, you come off stage, you get in the bus, you go flying out of the show. 10 minutes after you get off stage, you're sitting on your own in a hotel room, watching the late night news. It's kind of bizarre. Come on, fish. A lot of times after a show, you just feel so great. You just want to, you feel like you want to go to a party. If you did that every night, you'd be dead in a couple of months, you know. So you gotta chill out, you know. It's like it's a job.
We'll be out at 6:15 in the fucking morning.
This guy over here is caught too, so I want to fish where he's fishing. The band has always kind of stayed close to the fans. I mean, the music hasn't changed. I mean, there's been a bit of a slight diversity on each album, but in essence, I don't think the band's changed. And I think that's probably why we're still touring and we're still going after 20 odd years. I think there's probably been occasions where we could have taken another route and sold a lot more records in the short term, but I think we wouldn't be around today if we'd have done that, and that's pretty rare. Having been out of the band for you know, a few years, I think I'll probably appreciate it more than I did when I was younger. The only thing about this is fishing's kind of the best in the morning, and that's where rock and roll and fishing does not mix, because I'm not a morning person. I've got a bite.